My name is Rory Maruschak. Welcome to our series of readings by authors from the Greater Lehigh Valley Writers Group. I'm going to read an excerpt from my romantic suspense novel, Spell of the Samba, which is written under my pseudonym that I use for romance novels, Aurora St. It's by Pine Top Press. It's available on Amazon, both as paperback and an ebook. Our story begins in a library. The heroine of our story is named Cassandra Lyle. She's our librarian, and the day before she's ready to leave to go on a vacation, there is a book signing at the library, and the person signing the books is a novelist called Reeve Palmer. Unfortunately, things don't go very well between Cassandra and Reeve, and she has an embarrassing moment. So she is glad to be leaving the next day on her vacation to Rio de Janeiro for Carnival. When she gets to Rio and gets settled in her hotel, she gets a good night's sleep and is ready to wake up the next morning and have her first adventure in Rio de Janeiro. However, when she wakes up, she has a very unpleasant surprise waiting for her. She woke suddenly and sickeningly to feel a hand pressed firmly over her mouth and to hear a hatefully familiar low voice close to her ear. "Don't make a sound. It's me. Are you awake?" Feeling the movement of her head as she nodded, the hand was removed. At her sharp intake of breath, the voice cut in. "Don't say anything until you calm down and can talk quietly. Take it easy for a minute." Cass remained silent only because she was too stunned to decide what to say first. The faint dawn light showed wanly through the curtained French windows, leaving the room still quite dark. But Cass could see the shape of the man sitting beside her on the bed, and she was filled with animosity as she recognized who he was. Reeve Palmer reached out his right arm toward the lamp on the bedside table, and Cass, struggling into a sitting position with her back against the pillows, gasped, "Don't turn on the light." Unheeding, he clicked the switch. Cass blinked, blushed, and clutched the sheet to her bare shoulders, wishing fervently that she hadn't been so stupid as to admit wearing a nightgown to bed for the first time in her life. Reeve took in her predicament, his eyes lingering on her throat and glancing speculatively downward. Confused and furious, Cass hissed, "Get out of my room." Not stirring, smiling that small, amused smile that Cass was growing to know and hate, Reeve said, "What a shame that we haven't time to explore the possibilities of this most intriguing situation." However, he paused to give her another long, frank look while Cass remained helplessly motionless, feeling herself blushing right down to her toes and back up again to her face. She gripped the sheet convulsively and at last found her voice. "What do you want? Stop grinning and hand me my robe, over there on that chair." Reluctantly, Reeve rose from the bed, strode to the chair, and held up her negligee. "This?" He raised his eyebrows. "I would have expected a librarian to wear far more sensible lingerie." The peach-colored robe did look ridiculously flimsy dangling from his large hand. He tossed it toward the bed, forcing Cass to make an undignified grab for it. Reeve laughed softly. "But then I knew as soon as we met that you're not at all what I would expect from a librarian." "And you're not what I would expect from a gentleman. Aren't you at least going to turn around while I put this on?" "Not on your life, Cassandra. I'm afraid if I turn my back on you, you'll disappear again. This time, I'm not letting you out of my sight. You've caused me enough trouble already. Thank you for listening.